Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jace Cole from the Project Love podcast. Hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys had a great week. I do want to go ahead and come on here real quick to give you a brief update. I do know that there was a podcast episode uploaded on Saturday. The reason why that podcast episode was uploaded on Saturday and not that Wednesday of that week is simply because I was on vacation and I did bring my laptop, but for a different reason. Therefore, I didn't edit the video on time like I was supposed to. My bad. But now you guys will be seeing this current podcast episode on Wednesday, or technically today. How are you doing? All right, that's all I wanted to say. Now let's get back to the rest of the episode. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jace Cole, back from the Project Love podcast. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys had a great week. Man, I want to say it's been a while, but it's only been a couple days since I got back on this recording. Um, how are y'all doing? How we feeling? We feeling good? Hope you guys are feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm doing another episode. See y'all on the camera. Hope you guys look good. Um, Honestly, low key, real quick checkup. I realized a lot this week. I'm not even really gonna hold you. I really realized a lot. Couple things actually. But all around mentally, I'm feeling pretty good. Physically, I feel pretty good as well. I'm not gonna lie. There definitely has been some trials and tribulations. I'm working on getting some separate form of content. Uh, and man, let me tell you that I'm low key struggling on uploading this content. Like the thing is that of course, and I got reminded about this today. Um, that like just recording and doing everything, like man, not everything is gonna be perfect like the first time around you do it, right? And I'm pretty sure that's a reaction for everybody that's like in the content creation field, or heck, even any field for that matter. Like not everything is going to be right the first time, and I'm still learning that to this day when it comes to like recording and everything. And honestly, it really blows my mind. And honestly, I'm getting to the point where like I'm not even really surprised anymore. It's like I'm just here and I'm just here for the moment, and like I'm slowly learning like the basics all over again. Like me being on and off consistently, it's just been a little bit of an eye opener. And this week I actually really was a little bit in my thoughts for like a couple, maybe like minutes, a couple hour. uh Somebody reached out to me on Instagram, and he had said that he liked my content, and I was like, oh, appreciate you. He texted me that a while ago, but I do this thing where like I see messages but I don't respond to them. It's a big problem apparently that I have. I'll see your message and I won't respond to you for like another like hour, heck, maybe even a day. An hour is lucky for you. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if it's a whole day, that's normally reasonably me, right? I don't know what it is. I just can't respond to messages or texts at all. But he had reached out to me, and of course, he was saying stuff along the lines of, "Yeah, man, I like your content. I really enjoy it." And honestly, this was a complete random stranger, and I'm just talking to him. I'm going like back and forth, right? Like we're going back and forth for a little bit. We're just texting and stuff like that. And he does content as well. And he said he was doing content for 6 years. And honestly, at first I was just like, wow, like 6 years. And the thing about that is, for me personally, is I've been on and off with like content based things. Like I've been like on and off. Like I posted my first YouTube video when I want to say 16. And it was a video where, one, I was still in high school, and two, I was I mean, I still am, but I was heavily inspired by other content creators. Man, I wanted to be exactly like them, just like them. This was before Kai Cenat, AMP were really like even like a thing like that. Like they were just starting out, or they were or the individual members were still making their content and they were still rising up in the ranks and the numbers of content creators, of YouTubers. And I remember back then watching it, I wanted to be just like them for real. So I made a YouTube channel. I think my name was like, and I'm horrible in names, so please don't laugh at me. But I think like my name was like official OKJ. And for some reason, putting the word official in front of your name for some reason was cool to me. And if you go on the internet right now and look at any content creator and you just type in official and you filter it just from like the channels or the profiles, I promise you, you're gonna see a lot of officials. Why do we use official? Right? Like why why is that a thing? Like I'm thinking about it now and I'm just like, man, like why do we keep using official and keep putting official in front of our name to be cool? Like back then, I didn't understand that. But back to the original story. He reached out to me and me and him were talking and he did content for 6 years. The thing that was going on in my head was, man, 6 years. Like I'm thinking like I'm gonna click on this page and this is a all time famous person. No shade, no disrespect to the person who I'm talking about. I definitely do want to collab with you. But in my head I'm thinking like, man, like after 6 years, like you think that like something would happen or you go big or stuff like that. And in my head, man, I'm just going back and forth, man. Like on one side, it's like, man, bro, it takes time, it takes patience for you to really get like that. It takes time, it takes patience. A month doesn't mean you're gonna blow up. 2 months doesn't mean you're gonna blow up. 3 months, it doesn't mean you're gonna blow up. But on the other side of my head, I'm just like, man, I still have that mentality. Like, man, like I need my videos to be perfect. I want to blow up within the first month, and you have to be lucky if when you're making content creations to blow up within the first month. You have to be super, super lucky. And that's a lesson I'm still learning to this day. I feel like I'm still very, very much learning that content creation takes time. And just by talking to him, me and him, like he was saying the same stuff that I was saying. He was talking about the same experiences that I'm going through. Like sometimes you have to do a lot of growing up. Sometimes it's a learning curve. Sometimes you just have to enjoy the process. You have to be patient. That's the one thing I suck at personally is patience. For some reason, I can't be patient. I could be patient on some things, but not a lot of things. So moral or the point I guess I'm trying to make is that patience is the name of the game, right? Like we need to be patient. It doesn't matter whatever it is. Patience is the name of the game. As long as you're taking your time, as long as you are making sure that you're just taking it day by day, little by little, baby steps, second by second, anything and everything, as long as you are just taking your time with the process, I promise you, like, it's gonna be good. And this is coming from a person who is still working on it. You know what I mean? Like I'm still working on that patience piece. Trust me. Gosh, I'm still learning it. But patience is the name of the game. And this creator reached out to me and said if we wanted to collab, then we can collab. And I was like, man, like I'm lucky thinking about this collab. Like I kind of want to do it. You know what I mean? Because I want to get his input. So hopefully, in the next couple episodes here, we can get a collab going, and you guys will see a special guest, a person that I met online, first time on the internet. Um, you guys will see him. So hopefully, if everything works out, God willing, then you'll definitely see him. Um, there's a couple things I want to get into today. I got some topics for you. First thing, when I was on my vacation, right? The one thing, oh my gosh, I don't want to say this. The one thing that I don't know how to do is swim. Shocker, right? Like I get it. I wonder what you guys are thinking in your head when I say that. I can't swim. Okay? I can't swim. I'm learning though, right? On this trip, on this vacation, I'm learning how to swim. Right? I'm went to go visit my mom. I have my girlfriend with me. We're having a good time, sitting on a couch. All right. First place we go to is the pool, right? Because my girlfriend really wants to go swimming, so we're gonna go swimming. So we go to the pool, right? Number one, it is a hot summer day. It's super hot, right? The moment you walk outside, you feel the humidity. The sun's not even beaming on me, and I'm already burning. My gosh. As we go to the pool, in my head, I'm like, man, my girlfriend really wants me to learn how to swim. This has been a long debate for the past 4 years. I have been with my girlfriend. Uh, I don't mean to say debate, but this has been a long time coming. I need to learn how to swim. Okay. I don't know how to swim. I'm afraid of water. Right. I am afraid of water. I've been afraid of water since I was 5 years old. Okay. Water is no joke. You could drown, you could die, everything all in the above. Me and my girlfriend would go to the pool. And I'm not scared because I have to learn at some point. Either I learn now or I learn later. Okay? So as we go to this pool, we put our stuff down at the table, and of course we're getting into the water. The one thing I don't like about pools is how cold they are when you first get into them. It's completely different from the ocean. The the ocean is the ocean. Okay? Once the sun is out, you feel everything like the sand helps the water warm up. When you go to a pool, there's no sand. It's just stone and concrete that is hot. And then you get into the water, it's super super cold. Once the water gets above my knees, that's when I get scared. I start having attacks, start taking these breaths, I start having panic attacks. Right, I'm just like, oh man, like oh my god, and I'm making it sound worse than it is, but it just gets so cold, and as the water keeps rising and rising and rising, I get so cold, I get so scared, I start having more of a panic attack. I'm like, man, it takes me 30. It really takes me like 15 minutes to get into the water, but it feels like 30. Okay, I'm taking my time getting into this water, taking my time. My girlfriend's already in the water. My girlfriend dives into the water like a mermaid and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wow, like show off. But yeah, like she swims. She's been swimming. She's been swimming since she was 9. Okay, like oh wow. I'm 21 by the way, and I don't know how to swim. Um, and it's she's teaching me how to swim. Finally get into the water. She's teaching me how to swim. Right. First, we start off with doggy paddling. Okay. Here's the thing. Do you guys remember the times where you were kids and you did the Spider-Man pose on the pool wall? That was me every single time. Number one, because I like Spider-Man. Two, it was really cool to do. And three, it was the safest thing. I'm holding onto the wall and I feel safe and secure. Okay. Now, I'm like 5'10". Once we get to the deep end of like 5.5, I'm already very, very scared. So my girlfriend's teaching me how to doggy paddle, right? At first, I'm leaning against her and I'm doing a little doggy paddle. Every single time I do the doggy paddle, I'm panicking. I'm flailing my arms around, and I know in my head, flailing my arms around is actually much more worse, and I'm going to sink faster because I can't control my body. The whole point of being in water is controlling your body. I assume I can't do that for some reason. She's teaching me how to doggy paddle, and I'm going as fast as I can, trying to stay afloat. And I'm like, in my head, this isn't so bad. Like I just had that recognition. Now I'm trying to keep my head above the water. I don't like I try to avoid like my neck area like when I'm in the water. I'm doggy paddling. I'm trying to keep my head afloat. It feels like I'm sinking down, but a little time after, moments go by, I'm like, man, this isn't really bad at all. This is just like tedious and like a lot of work. Like now that I think about it, I do wish that I may I may. I do wish that I did learn at least how to doggy paddle when I was younger as a kid. Okay. I do wish that. Um, but now that I'm older, it's so much harder because I don't have the muscle memory. So I'm doggy paddling with my girl. She's slowly getting me into it, and she slowly kind of did like some more of like advanced stuff. Okay, and doing the advanced stuff, I'm like, hey, like I'm still I'm not even a novice. I am like whatever is before novice. Like I don't know what I'm doing at all. Like I'm like I don't know what to do. So after a little while of me dogging paddling, she said, "All right, let's go to the wall and let's see what we can do." Right, and by see what we can do, just start doggy paddling with the wall as support, and we'll go from there. And I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to doggy paddle. I'm learning. I Loki did get a little bit better at it. I just need to keep doing it. Right. Before we did the um pool day, we also had a leg day, and then we also did uh, a drop set, sort of. So legs were hurting, right? So don't ever do leg day before you try to learn how to swim. It's not gonna work well. It's not gonna work out. I promise you that. So I'm learning how to swim currently. I low key haven't said anything about my next lesson, not because I don't want to know how to swim. I know I need it later on in the future, but if I can continue to postpone it just for a little bit longer, then I think I'll be okay. But soon, maybe next year, your boy knows how to swim, right? Maybe next year, boys know how to swim. Another thing I want to touch on is driving. I don't like driving, right? I don't like driving. Driving is lame now, mainly not mainly because the gas prices are a little bit too high to where you can't just do that. I feel like when I'm driving, I'm losing gas more. Like I like the gas goes faster. When I first got my car, gas was efficiently great, right? Oh my god, the gas was good. Gas was good, right? Now it's like the gas just keeps going. It keeps going. Now I don't fill up my car completely all the way, right? But when I do, it's like it does last long. But with the amount of driving that I do, I'm just like, man, I don't I don't like driving. I I don't. I feel like personally driving is just I don't even know a word to say to that. Driving just doesn't work well for me. And when I was younger, I loved to drive. I drove everybody around, really like three people, but I drove people around. I was excited to drive. Now I'm taking like long trips, like to like maybe I'll drive to the next city over, or I'll drive to cities that are like 2 hours away for trips. Of course, I'm not a frequent trip goer. I commute 45 minutes to my job. I commute. That's been my working things for so long now. Like I commute to a different city to work, mainly because the money's better. But driving just doesn't sit well with me anymore. Like, one, I'm afraid of accidents. I don't ever want to get into an accident. I have gotten to one major accident. I think maybe two. Obviously I'm here, so God bless. But after a while, man, like my passion for driving just died down. I don't like traffic. I don't like anything. And I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but taking long trips, especially when you have someone else in the car and they're a passenger, I'm venting now, and they're a passenger princess. I low key want to be like, yo, get in the. How about you drive and I be passenger princess. I love being passenger princess. Any chance I get, I don't like to voice it, but I love when someone else drives. One, because it's not my car. Two, I'm not responsible for said car, even if I am driving it. And three, I like taking naps. And sometimes I get a little sleepy whenever I am driving, and it's bad. It's bad. I know. But taking long trips into like 2 hour cities and stuff like that, it stresses me out. Like if I have good music, good vibes, and it's for a really good reason or purpose, then okay, I can tolerate the trip. But sometimes the night before, I just dread driving trips because mainly because I don't like driving for that long, and I hate how tired I get. Literally, I get super tired before I even start driving. Like 10 minutes before I have to get on the road, I'm already like, oh, I'm so tired. Like I don't want to do anything. So driving just just sucks. And speaking on back what I just said, gas prices is crazy. Money and inflation is ridiculous. I'm going to say that it is ridiculous. I went to the grocery store not too long ago, maybe yesterday. I can't remember anymore. I went to the grocery store and I bought myself some groceries, right? This is my second, maybe third go around of getting myself groceries. I spent a hefty amount of money. Now, usually I'm okay with my finances, right? I use rocket money. Like I calculate my financial decisions and my financial moves. But I need to eat. I can't keep going out. I used to go out super, super crazy. If I showed you my bank account, you are going to literally see Wawa transactions because one, I love Wawa. It's the number one best gas station in the world. Um, I haven't been to Bucky's yet, so Wawa is number one still, and it's just an overall good place. But money and finances are ridiculous. My average order at Wawa, if I do go back then, was about almost $15 to $20. Now, of course, going grocery shopping is financially more responsible because you can get ingredients and other stuff for the next 6 meals rather than going to Wawa and paying $20 for one sandwich, not even two, or not $20 for one sandwich and other items, but you're paying $6 for a sandwich when I can spend $30 for the ingredients for multiple sandwiches instead of just one. Getting my money's worth, right? I went to the grocery store and I was surprised at how much money I spent. Mainly because it was a lot of money. It was mostly the rest of my check, but just how expensive everything is. Like even with the deals, even with the rollbacks, like things aren't that bad, but there be certain items that don't make sense to me. Like I got a trash can, right? The trash can was $12. Now, of course, there were other cheaper trash cans, but I decided to get that trash can. I don't know why. I feel like I make bad financial decisions when it comes to accessories when than versus actual food because food is somewhat cheap in a grocery store. It's what the ingredients for them are, but or food accessories are a lot more surprising, right? And personally, I'm not really with it. I'm really not. I don't I don't personally like spending that much money um when it comes to grocery shopping. And then again, there were some other things that were like I got protein powder and it was $20. Like why is protein powder $20? Why is anything more than $5? Like I feel like when I went to go get some bread, it's $2. Bread should only be $1. I'm having like epiphanies now, and man, like it's just gotten crazy and it's gotten wild, and that's honestly just been my week. I've learned a lot. My finances, usually I'm on top of it, but after my birthday, I'm not gonna lie, money's been kind of stagnant. Um, and then learning how to swim, it's not bad. I'm learning it now. It's not bad to learn how to swim. I'm just really, really scared of water. I just really, really am. And driving. I don't like driving. I want to live in a city personally. Like I want to live in New York. I want to New York. Yeah, New York. You can obviously New York. You can like walk around and take like the subway and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of like another city you could just like walk and not really necessarily need a car. Like Chicago, maybe like any city metro areas that I can go to where I don't have to drive anymore. Please, I want to go there. I need to take myself there and live there for the rest of my life because I don't want to drive. Right, I really don't. I will drive sometimes if need be, but I don't want to drive. I really don't. It's been crazy, right? I just say that it's definitely been a crazy week. Lots of new information. I recognize a lot of things, new processes happening, and wow, I'm gonna just say that. Wow, I have a story. I have a story. I'm trying to figure out how I should start this story. I feel like I should just go ahead and just outright and say it. I got scammed. And the most important thing is that I got scammed by a mom. Okay, here's the thing, getting scammed is horrible for anybody, but getting scammed by the mom is just like it's devil-ish. Like that's not a word, but that's the word I can think of at the time. Why are you scamming me? Um, and something told me that I should not interact with this woman, but I did. So let me tell you how it went. So it's a cool, chill day. It's a little bit. It happens a little bit later in the night. My day was adequate. It was normal. A little bit later in the night, I'm going to the gym. Right. I go to the gym, and as I'm at the gym, I'm working out. I'm doing my reps. I'm doing my sets. This was before I even had like the routine I have now. And as I leave, it's nighttime. Like it's want to say, let's set the scene 10:30, getting closer to 11. And as I'm walking out of the gym, I still have my headphones on. So I'm just walking out of the gym like normal. I'm just like, got my AirPods in, uh, playing Drake, uh, Shebang. That song wasn't even out yet before, but I was playing Drake, Manish on the beat, Shebang, stuff like that. And as I'm walking, I feel like I'm hearing like a faint voice in the distance, but I don't acknowledge it at first. I'm just like, I feel like that's just a song. I had both my AirPods in, blasting. Sometimes the music, there be stuff in the music that actually distract me. Like when you drive and you listen to a loud song that has police sirens in it, and you think, "Oh snap! There's a cop behind me." It's not. It's the song. So that's what I'm going through right now. Except I'm not driving. I'm walking. I'm walking, and as I'm listening to my song and I'm hearing that faint voice, I'm like, man, like, am I hearing something? Like, I don't know. Is this the song? So I was like, you know what? Something just told me to turn around. So I did. I turned around. It's this lady. She has a baby in her hand, right? This lady comes up to me. She says, hey, excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you, but can we talk for a little bit? I'm like, at first, it's 10, getting closer to 11. I look, you want to go home. I'm tired. I'm just like, bro, I gotta go to bed. I got like, I don't have work the next day, but I'm just tired. Like I'm just ready to go home, relax, maybe play the game with the bros. So I'm standing there talking to this lady. In my head, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just like, I really don't want to talk to this lady. But I was like, I just said, yeah, sure. What's going on? She said, can you help me? I was like, what do you need help with? And as I'm looking behind her, I'm looking around at my surroundings and I see her. She has a Walmart basket with a ton of things in there. Like she didn't go shopping. She just has things inside the basket. So me and her are talking and she's like, "Hey, like like my I don't have any money. I can't call a Uber. like my phone's about to die. Like I just don't have money. I don't have anything, and I really need help to just call an Uber. I was wondering if you could spare me like maybe $20 or $40 so that I could pay the Uber, stuff like that. And at first in my head, I'm like, man, like I don't. And here's the thing, I have money, but I don't want to just give my money out, right? Unless I'm buying something or for a legitimate reason or for a good cause. Not saying that this wasn't a good cause at the time, but I'm just like in my head, I'm just like, oh man, like I don't know if I want to do this. So I'm like, oh hey, like if you want, like, do you need to charge your phone? Because at the time I was walking around with like a charger. You know what I'm saying? And there's like an outlet in the gym. We can go in there. She can charge her phone. Maybe she can get in contact with the boyfriend or something like that instead of calling an Uber. If she had one, she did have one. She had a boyfriend, and like she could just charge her phone for a bit and then you know, cool. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, charge your phone real quick, call, yada yada yada, because I had a charger. So she's like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was wondering if I could, like, get some food, or not get some food, but like get some money or like some baby food and stuff like that. Cause then she asked for baby food. And at first, because the baby was in her hand, right? And that's my weakness. I feel like that could be any young person's weakness, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a mom. She has a baby in her hand. The baby looks cute. The mom is just trying to get home. You know what I'm saying? Or the mom needs baby food, and she declined the offer to charge her phone. So in my head, something's telling me, bro, just how about you just say you can't, or you apologize that you can't do what she needs help with, and then you go home. My dumb self was like, hey, like if you want, like maybe we can go into Walmart and I could get you some food for the baby. You know what I mean? Like I can get you food for the baby. Like I don't want that baby to starve. You know what I'm saying? Like like it's the mom, it's the baby. The baby's looking at me like I'm a friend. I'm like man, like I'm really gonna walk away from a baby. I was like so I was like, all right. So like, hey, if you want, like I was talking to the mom, hey, if you want, like maybe we can go into the Walmart. Like if you need baby food or formula, like I can go ahead and buy it for you, and you can feed the baby and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, you would do that for me? I said, yeah, for the baby, so we can go in here and get some food, or I can bring you some cash. You can go in there yourself, and you can get the baby food or whatever you need. So she's like, really? Yeah, like I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to really, I'm doing it to help the baby because like the baby needs to be taken care of and it needs food. She says she doesn't have money. I'm trying to be a good person. I'm trying to do my good deed for the week, the day, the month, whatever. So she turns around and points. She says, "Hey, my cart's right here. Do you think we can go? See, do you think we can go into this nail salon real quick, and then they can like watch like my cart full of my stuff?" I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." This part right here is what really got me, and I should have at this point I should have just gotten up, or not gotten up. I should have just turned around and walked away from this lady in general, even with the baby included. Um, we walked into the nail salon, right? Because there was a nail salon right in front of us. She said she was going to go in here, ask them so that they can wash her stuff while we go into the Walmart to pay for something, to pay for the food, the baby food. I'm assuming. And as we go in, she starts talking to the nail tech, right? She starts talking to the nail tech. The nail tech comes up and she says, "Oh, what we doing?" She says, "I'd like to get my nails done." At first, I'm thinking I didn't hear her properly. So I'm like, okay, let me wait a couple seconds longer to figure out what the situation is. She said exactly what I thought she said. She said she wanted to get her nails done. She says, okay, we need to. Then we're talking to the nail tech now. The nail tech is like, okay, let's go ahead and put in a payment so I can put you in, stuff like that. She looks at me. The lady with the baby looks at me because the nail tech asked, who's paying? The mother with the baby looks directly at me and points to me like I'm paying. I looked at her. I said, hold on, you getting your nails done? I'm flabbergasted. I'm looking at this lady like, "You're getting your nails done?" She says, "Hold on." She says, she looks at the nail tech. She says, "Hold on." She takes me back out. The mom takes me back outside and talks to me. She says, "Hey, like you don't have to do this if you don't want to." I'm looking at this lady and I'm like, "Hey, I thought we were going to the Walmart so that way we could help feed your baby because you have a baby in your hand." In my head, I'm looking at this woman like, did this lady is this lady using me? And she does she think I'm a sugar daddy? Does she think that she could just walk me into a nail salon after we had a talk about her not being able to call a Uber or feed the baby? Did she just walk into the nail salon and say that I'm paying her to get her nails done when she has a baby in her hand? Priorities are not clear. The priorities are not clear, y'all. Like, I swear to God. So, as we go back outside, I'm talking to her, and she says, "Yeah, like, you don't have to do this, yada, yada." I said, in my head, I should have just left. I should have just, like, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I can't help you." I should have just got in my car and I should have left. Honestly, this happened so long ago. I don't fully remember what happened, but what I do remember is that I walked into the Walmart, I went to the ATM, and I pulled out $40 in cash. $40 to go in here and help this lady. I go back outside. This lady's sitting on the curb. Bro, this lady's sitting on the curb. I walk up there and said, I give her $40. She talks to me. She says, "Oh, God's going to bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping." Right? Her phone is on. Her phone didn't die. Right? I don't remember like the beginning of the situation, but I think she told me that her phone was dead. So I'm like, her phone is active. Now I'm looking at the phone. It is low key dying. Like I peeked at the battery. Like it is low key dying. So it's like, okay, like basically if your phone's at like 5%, like your phone's basically dead if you don't have a charger. I give her the cash. She thanks me. She pulls like she's on her phone with the baby and stuff like that. They're both still sitting out there on the curb of like the nail salon outside the gym. I'm walking back to my car. I Something told me to just turn around. I turn around. I see a all black Dodge Charger pull up next to the curb, and there's no way it's a Uber. There's no way this because this looked like a drug dealing car, all black, black tinted windows, and I think it had even like a red underglow under the under the car. So I'm like, whoa, did I just get caught? I think I might have just got. I'm thinking to myself in my head. I'm like, you know what? Hold on. I'm at my car and I'm looking out the window. I even turn on my car. I pull up a little bit closer, not to be seen, but I pull up a little bit closer just to see what this lady is doing. The way that this mom is interacting with this man in this charger doesn't seem like an Uber situation. This looks like this is my man situation. This man is loading everything into the trunk of the car. He puts the car seat in the back. The mom is just standing there outside the car. I don't know what she's doing. And I think she might have been talking to the guy or whatever. The mom is just standing outside in the car. Guy puts her things in the truck, in the truck, in the truck, in the trunk, opens the car door, drives off. I'm sitting in my car. I'm thinking to myself, I think I just got. I got for $40. I can't, I am upset at the time, but I couldn't be upset at the same time because it's like, I mean, I gave that person $40. I gave this mom with her looked like starving child $40 to take care of him when an all black Dodge Charger tinted windows pulled up. if I ever see a situation like this happen again to somebody else, and it's the same mom, I'm gonna definitely look out. I'm gonna definitely look out for bro or girl, depending on who it is. That's gonna be a victim, right? And another thing, as I'm driving, I'm really thinking to myself. I remember one of my coworkers back then said I was too nice. I'm too nice, y'all, too nice. And as I'm driving on that day, I lost my $40. I look back and I think to myself, I think I am too nice. I think I am too nice. I really got life sucks. I'm gonna just say that. Life sucks, man. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm thinking about this whole story now, and I'm not getting heated, but I'm having thoughts. I'm having thoughts. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Project Love podcast. Hope you guys stay true to yourselves. Hope you guys stay loving yourselves, and remember, yesterday is yesterday. Today is today, and tomorrow is a new day. Jace Cole signing off, y'all. Peace.